going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Back in motion now. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. Look at this, it ends up being a huge play.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. 2nd down after that previous play. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just run and pound hill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Direct snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Pitch play to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, SC. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And now the handoff. Jukes to get free.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Receiver in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two-ball. That means it's line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows it to... make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll hand it off. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anyone when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Looking to scramble to his left. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big play to enemy territory, all the way to the 41-yard line.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush the pressure affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And in fourth down, they'll punt it away here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch made by the tight end. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag. He's up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Looking to throw it again. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Buckeyes look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the wideout goes in motion. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Now it's second down here. Handoff to the back. But a quick stop by the defense. The gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They'll run it to the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. Off target and incomplete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it's no good. He missed it. He missed it. And the game is still tied up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. A quick juke to get free. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to pass here on second down. Eludes the rush. Going for his running back. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And there's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ruled down after a solid pickup, but it wasn't enough to convert for the first down.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
The Trojans will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this is an ugly shank. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick throw to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way, can they catch him?
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run the option. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, USC. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Offense operating from the pistol. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
The game makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, the quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Touchdown Trojans. They jump in front here in the 4th. So still an important piece of business to take care of here, the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly. It's a quick spin move. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Single back, takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
The defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
And now the decision to go for two. Gutsy call by this coach. He wants to win it right here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's sacked. An enormous play by this defense in the fourth quarter, stopping the two-point try, preserving the lead.
USC.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Offense getting set, second down play here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he will be sacked, trying to throw on the final play. The defense with a consolation sack to finish this off. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.